How you doing? This is Candice from Happy Catastrophe, and it is another installment of me taking my coloring book inventory from this old journal, making sure it's accurate, and transposing it into this journal. And we've been having so much fun with this. So I'm kind of on a roll and want to get it done because I want to know how many books I actually have, because my count is not accurate anymore, and how many pages I've done. I like to keep track of that. And it's fun to get my hands in every single book. To set the stage, it's pretty late. It's, let's see, it is 11 o'clock at night. This is very typical of me. I'm a night bird. You will be able to hear the crickets in the background because I have all my windows open. It's a warm summer evening. And since I started talking, Jack woke up, but he's probably going to go back to sleep. Jack is my best friend, and he happens to have 4 legs and fur, and you will hear him probably snoring because he was snoring just a second ago. So we are moving on. And I know that we did some Amazon printed paper books last time, and we need to turn the page, start again. So let me grab, this is the one thing I never seem to have, and that's the special handy dandy. Let me grab some washi tape. All right, my little bin of cheap, really thin washi tape seems to be out of my reach somewhere. So we're going to use this slightly fancier washi tape and slightly thicker. Never mind the dog hair. And we're going to put it across our page today. This is from Archer and Olive. This comes in, this is some of that washi tape that comes in that quarterly subscription box I get. That I unpacked one of those with you guys. And of course it's beautiful and sticks nicely. And it looks like jungle, so maybe we'll find something jungly for stickers. All right, let's do our writing. Let's pick a green since we've got jungle. Can you guys hear the crickets and the frogs and yeah. I live in a log cabin out in the woods, so we get lots of animals. I heard some foxes screaming earlier, so you might hear that. I have foxes that come and den up in my wood pile every year. Okay, so what I have for you today is more of the sort of Amazon printed type books. I went through and grabbed some more of them, and so you're going to see some specific artists clustered, and then you'll also see some individual ones where I just have one-offs. Let's find some stickers for today. I still have my pop pack here. I'm thinking we might need a vintage pack though. Let's try a vintage pack to see if we can find something that matches that pretty washi tape. All these are pops, so they tend to be youthful. This is a notebook full of vintage style. So this is tea. Tea is nice. The tea ones can sometimes be really nice. Oh, it's Gothic, a little tea, so it's black and white. Are they all black and white? Oh, no. Oh, those are some lovely plants. Let's do these. Should we do these? They're beautiful. Oh, that's nice. They're so big. Are there enough small ones in here? Oh, these are cute. Can we use these two together, or are they too different? I think we can make these work. Yeah, we'll hold off on the flowers. Okay, right off the bat, let's try these. Okay, get our favorite sticker puller out. I I like this guy. I want to put him up above. I don't know why I like him so much, but it reminds me of an anime I watch. One of many. There we go. All right. Let's start off with this Wabi Sabi book, which is so cool. These are stuck on there. You see, it says Wabi Sabi on there. Maybe we better put that up above. It's awful big, isn't it? Yeah, we better. Let's try something smaller. These coconut bowls will work. There's our first one. Let's put something small. Our second one. Now we can do something big again. How about this matcha tea mixer? There we go. 3. And then let's do something small again. 4. Lovely. And let's do a cup of green tea. 5. All right, let's go to this side. Up above needs more work, doesn't it? Heavy size. Here's some matcha. That looks nice there. And here is, how about a ginkgo leaf tassel? There we go. That's nice. You might hear me moving around a bit. I am a little bit sore today. Let's see, what do we have now? All right, let's do these bowls. I think those are bowls. 1. And then something smaller. How about this ink? Or wax. It might be wax and a seal. Okay, and then let's do a matcha stirrer. 3. And then I saw something over here, another one of these balls. They're just patterns. 4. Those colors look nice together, don't they? And then how about this bowl of matcha? 5. All right, that's nice. Let's put something over here in this corner. How about some leaves? Some tea leaves. Yeah. And how about some more tea leaves by our man? Let's put them this direction. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Isn't that lovely? All right, let's start. I'm just getting readjusted here. I got one leg that's really bothering me. Okay. Where did we leave off? Okay, we are going to come down here. Let's do RJ Hampson's. Now, these won't be in my old book because they're brand new. So let's do some RJ Hampson's. The first RJ Hampson we're going to do is Lost and Found. Now, these were all gifts. This one, and I write them down, is from JMac Creative. It's from Julia at JMac Creative. I love it. I love this book so much. We're just going to go ahead and write it in. Lost and Found. RJ Hampson. And I just did my first one in there. So, yay me. So let's look. You guys have seen this book before, but I will show you what I did. So the first set, and the neat thing about this one is the differences really are different. The duplicates really are different. They're not just a black background. And they have different titles even. So, which is very interesting. Like this is Paradise Lost. And then the first one in the new Well, some of them do. I hope this one does. Oh, nope, it still says Paradise Lost. Well, the one I did is different. So I've done a complete flip through of this. This is a buddy color that I'm doing this month. My buddy's going to be doing the dark version of it. That's what's fun about this book, is that you can pick this, and you can pick the darker version of it, and then one of you can do one and one of you can do the other. See, here's the darker version of the castle one. So, and then they have different feels to them. Isn't that neat? So I'm going to see if this gets rid of shadows. That's probably better. So what I did is my buddy did the day version of and I just posted on Instagram this evening too. I love this one, help. He has on his website, you can download 4 or 6 pages of this guy and this scene done all different ways. It's really cool. So my buddy did this one. Now this one over here is called Lost in the City. So my buddy did this, and there's a lot of differences between this one and the one I did. For one, he's in the city, he's holding an umbrella, his hat's flying off, he's almost running over a cricket, he's got his son down here and some vines. And then I did this one. And this one is called Lost in the Woods, and it's got a little mousey that he's almost running over. He's using a telescope, his hat's on him, the moon's rising, there's a moon here. Very, very different. Comets, I mean, just really different. And I had a really good time. This one has a lot of bling to it, as you can see. I had a lot of fun because JMac, Julia, also gave me these super golden markers, which stay right here by me all the time and get used now in almost every page. So all of the comets and the circle around are all, and the flowers are those. And then there's some other glitter pins in his, oh, and the spokes on the bicycle. And then there are some other glitter pins in there, but yeah. So that's Lost in the Woods, Lost and Found, and I've just done the one in there. All right. Then we have Around the World. This lovely gift was from my silent subscriber, Beth, who I still have not tracked down. And have I done anything in here? Yes, I did. So I did this one, the Pangolin Palanquin. Now the day version of this, I think, is just day. Oh, I love this book so much. Around the World is a really fun book because he's in all these different iconic places. And there it is. So it's just daylight, but everything's the same. Now, this is day 21, location India, where Mr. Fogarty and Snail discover an unexpected end to the railroad. Alternative arrangements are made en route to Calcutta. So his alternative arrangements happen to be this palanquin and on top of a pangolin. And then a baby pangolin is carrying the snail. Isn't it cute? I love that one. So this has got a lot of bling in it too. Again, the super golden markers. In this one, I really felt like he had a light source up in here. So it's shining on him and it's kind of shining this way and just sort of hitting some things around. So I gave it that light source and then some shiny stuff. I really like the way this turned out. Did you know pangolins are critically endangered because they're illegally hunted? They're poached, yeah. And they're also illegally trapped and sold as pets. So, yeah, and something about them is some mythological aphrodisiac or something. Yeah, it's terrible. They are really neat animals. So yeah, that's in that one. So Around the World, a Mr. Fogarty coloring book. So let's write that one in. Around the World, RJ Hampson. Can you hear my dog snoring? He stopped. That's weird. I swear he knows English. All right. And then we have one more RJ Hampson. And it too was, let's hear it, a gift. And it's kind of buried in my pile here. I wasn't terribly, hold on, let me find it real quick. Bottom of the pile. Now this also was a gift, Moonlight Mischief, and this was one that I've always wanted. This is a gift from Carrie K, Miss K Carrie K, KK. And I have not done anything in it yet. It's my next one to color in. And I'm gonna be coloring something in this very soon because I give myself 2 months to color in a book that has been gifted to me. So this one is sitting by my table right now and getting ready for me to color in it. So Moonlit Mischief. Moonlight Mischief. RJ Hampson. And none. It's uncolored. Great. Okay, we're on a roll now. Cooking with oil. Okay, so let's do a few creative havens. I have a few creative havens. Let's do those. And we're going to pick a different color. And these will be in our other book. So let's get our other book out. First of all, we have Village Charm. I thought I would be more of a Teresa Goodridge fan than I am. I haven't gotten into her really. And if we look it up, I don't think I've done anything in this book. Look at all my buddies for August. I'm making notes. Let's find Teresa Goodridge. She's probably pretty close because, yeah. Looks like I have Gnome Sweet Gnome, Charming Gardens. I don't know if I have that anymore. In Village Charm. So this one is Village Charm. Yeah, this one is Village Charm. And it says I have none done. So let's make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's right. I just haven't gotten into this book. I keep thinking I will. The pages are adorable. I think they're just not for me. I mean, they're just a scenery. A scene. There's no story going on, really. It's just a piece of scenery. Now, every now and then, I get in the mood to do something like that. But obviously, not in here. They're one-sided, which is great, but they're really detailed, so alcohol markers will be difficult. Gosh, you know, the more I look at this, the more I don't think I'm ever going to color in this. I like a couple. Yeah, you can hear them snoring. I like that one. I just don't think they hold my interest. Oh, what a shame that I'm not into this kind of coloring, because these are great. But every now and then, you know, I see a page that I might be interested in. This page would be fun. They would be pretty mindless because they're just scenery, you know. You could just color them realistically. And I've seen many of these. This one, I've seen a gorgeous rendition of. I've seen a lot of these colored. I don't know. I don't know if I would start on it, get halfway through it and think, why am I coloring this? Because that's kind of what I think. I'm like, oh, there are elements of each page that I'd like to color. Like the quilts. But, and the cat. The bicycle, the animals, but then I would be like, get halfway up here and go, why am I coloring this? What do I see? I wouldn't color that. Maybe. No. Maybe. No. 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 Maybe. No. You know, I'm never going to color in this. I'm going to destash it. I've had it for a while. I'm going to destash it. Well, there's that. So we won't write that one in. Okay, that makes things easy. So our next one we're going to look at is this one, Magical Fairies, Creative Haven. This is Marjorie Sarnett. I seem to have a bit of an ambivalent view of Marjorie Sarnett. I want to like her. I think she's great. She just, it just isn't often coloring that I want to do. I've already destashed one of hers. But we'll look this one up. We'll find it. I don't think I have. I think maybe, well, here it is, Creative Haven. Yep, I have one done. Okay, one done. You know, the paper in Creative Haven is not bad. It's single-sided. Oh, that's pretty. She's so busy, she borders on Zendoodly. Oh, these are pretty, though. Oh, that's delightful. Maybe I just need to find the right medium, because it is a little small for alcohol markers. I love that. Oh, I love this one. Look at all those cutie patooties. I just try to use some, I don't know, pens of some sort. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to keep this one because, I mean, I don't remember. It's been so long since I flipped through this book. I don't remember it very well. And looking at them, I really like them. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Maybe I should pick a page to, ooh, I love that. I should pick a page to do out of this soon. She's beautiful. Oh, that's very interesting. All the dragonflies have hearts for heads. I'm good with, oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I'd love to do this. I love these kinds of big flowers. Sweet. Good. I just haven't picked it up enough. I have a funny feeling this is a disaster. Yeah, that's not great. This was done a long time ago. I was still trying to figure out how to do tan skin and darker colored skin. And now that's my favorite skin. I think I do it better than paler skin. But that was not a good example of it. But it was my first time trying. My second time trying, I did it in Wildflower Folk by Christine Caron, and that's even worse. So I am not afraid to experiment with fancy books. Yeah, I like some of those that we went through. These ones in the front don't appeal to me as much, but yeah, those were great. Okay, I'll keep this one. So let's write this one in. It's Creative Heaven, Creative Haven. Do you guys mix those up, Coloring Heaven and Creative Haven? Do you guys have a trick on how you remember them? Because I screw them up every time. Creative Haven. Magical Fairies. Marjorie Sarnett. Marjorie Sarnett. 1. Okay. That's to go back pile. Then my other Creative Haven is this one, Gnome Sweet Gnome. I do like this one. I am going to keep it. And I think this one I have a whip in. You've seen this one flipped a lot because it was very popular when it came out last year. It is cute. See, these are stories happening. These are something's happening in the page. So I love them. I love all these. And I think they're great. Oh, that's cute. She's got a bug in her hat. Oh, that's a fun one. And they're all fun. I like these kinds of gnomes. I probably wouldn't do any of them that have words in it. These are all great. Now, the one I started was this one. And you know, what I was doing was experimenting with Albrecht Dürer's, and I was drawing on the page and then using water. Hated it, hated the look of it, stopped, left the page. I have since fought with Albrecht Dürer's for months and months, and I finally decided the best way for me is to take is the same way I do with Tim Holtz Distress watercolor pencils, is I dip a paintbrush in water and I just take the pigment off the end of the pencil and paint with it. And they work great now, and they're gonna last me until the day I die probably, because it uses very little. I very rarely have to sharpen them. So I love them now, they're great. This is very much tortured with me trying to figure out how to use them. I need to come back in here just with alcohol markers and finish it, and then it'll be done. It's been sitting next to my coffee table here since, you know, Christmas, and for me to finish, I just really hate the way that it looks. It might look better on camera, but it doesn't up close. But, you know, I could finish it, then it'd be a page done. So it just has a whip. That's all it has on it. But I am going to keep this one. I do like this one. So that's the only other Creative Haven I have. Creative Haven. Gnome Sweet Gnome. Can you hear him snoring now? I did not prime this correctly. Gnome Sweet Gnome. Is it? Oh yeah, there's no H. He snores loudest when he hears me talking, because he knows if I'm talking, I'm not going anywhere. And then he can just totally relax. All right, so let's find that in our book and cross it off. I don't know if if I saw it before this. Oh, it'll be so nice to be out of this one. Won't it? I always feel that way. No, it's not this far back. Okay. I don't think it'd be this far back. There it is, Gnome Sweet Gnome. April of 23 is when I bought that one. Okay, and it says I have Charming Gardens. I did not see that, and I don't think I do. It was in a double book, wasn't it? Charming Gardens was half of it. Then if you flipped it over, it was George Tufexis. I'll have to find that and see if I still have it. Okay, let's see. Gnome Sweet Gnome. All right, let's do a one-off. Let's do Anna Jeren. Now, for some reason, I did not grab her last time. I meant to. She's definitely not Amazon printed, but I thought since she's a one-off, we'll put her in here. Plus I'm going in order of what's in my bins, so it just makes it easier for me not to skip any. But I do have this to check things off. Is this tarot coloring? No, this is Anna Jeren's astrology coloring. Astrology coloring, Anna Jeren. Now, Anna Jeren is a fantastic artist, and she has a new book out that I really want. It's Mythological Gods and Goddesses. This says I have 2 in it. I can't remember what the name. Is it called Gods and Goddesses or Mythological Gods and Goddesses? Something like that. Can't remember. All right, so this is a really nicely done book. The cover's gorgeous. It's nice. It's a paperback, but it's by Thunderbay Press, so it's really beautiful paper. Yeah, and it's just really neat. It's in the front. It's all like here are different zodiac systems. Like here's the Greek, and then it starts right off with the Greek zodiac system. So there's Aries, And you've probably seen quite a few of these colors. I know you've seen this one colored a lot, and I love this one. This is Taurus and Gemini, the twins. Aren't these great? And they're basically single-sided because the back side just has words describing this page. So you could use anything with them. I'd be real careful with water. They're not that thick, but I think you could use water mediums on them as long as you're careful. This is Cancer. I was going to do this for the Cancer season this year. This is the one I've done, Leo the Lion. And believe it or not, this is done in all pencil. I lost my mind that day. And I think these are Speer Farben or Color or both. I think maybe I'd just gotten the Color, the giant set, and I wanted to try them. Yeah, I did this all in the Color. I'd just gotten that, and so I was excited to use it. And I'd never colored a lion before. I really do like the way it came out. This was a favorite image of mine for that year. And it was really fun, even though it took forever. There's Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. I love this one. Sagittarius. Do any of you guys have a hard time doing astrology pages when it's not that images month? I do. Oh, I did two. That's right. I've done two. I did this one. Now this one is full of glimmer and shimmer. This is Capricorn, the sea goat. And this was a buddy with J.I. Colorist with Jody. And she did hers like daytime and I did mine like nighttime. So there she is in all of her shimmery, shiny glory. I really, really like the way she turned out. I used alcohol markers. See, I used alcohol markers on her and then a bunch of acrylic gel pens and glitter pens. So it's very, very shiny and shimmery. Yeah, two. I really liked her. This is Aquarius. I think that's a cool picture. Obviously, one time I wanted to do Pisces. I love coloring fish, so I'll always do fish. This is Ophiuchus, the serpent bear. This is the 13th sign of the Greek zodiac and is not featured in traditional astrology. Although the sun does pass in front of this constellation, it is only due to a shift in the Earth's pass over time. So when these signs were originally made, the sun did not pass in front of this, but Earth has shifted and now we see this in our skies. So it's a new zodiac. Then we have the Chinese zodiac, lots of fun. We have the Great Race. This is the story of the zodiac and why the cat isn't involved, isn't a creature in the Chinese zodiac. It's a great fun story. The cat got tricked. They had to race. Here is the rat. Year of the rat. Year of the ox. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, gosh, it's so pretty. Year of the tiger. Year of the rabbit. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. Year of the dragon, where we are now. Year of the snake. Year of the horse. Year of the goat. Year of the monkey. I am year of the monkey. Surprise! I bet you're not surprised at all. Year of the rooster. Love that. Year of the dog. Isn't that a great picture? Year of the pig. Oh, it's so cute. This looks like it could be Kanoko Gusa, doesn't it? Look at the strawberries. Oh my goodness. I may have to color this. Look at all the berries. Oh, they're so cute. The cat. Now, legend has it that on the day of the Great Race, this is where they're all going to compete to see who's going to be in the zodiac, the rat, supposedly a great friend of the cat, left it sleeping, forcing it to miss the race and be denied a place in the ranking. Furious to have missed this opportunity, cats can be found chasing rats to this day. So that's cool that they added a picture of the cat, honorary mention, but there is no year of the cat because the cat slept through it. Then we have elements. Here's Earth element, water, fire, and that gorgeous a phoenix, air. That's my dog. And wood. In the Chinese zodiac, there's a wood element and a metal element. Well, that would be a fun one to practice your metals on, because that tiger and the clouds and everything make it really cool. This is a Celtic zodiac. They have 13 lunar months. The tree signs for the Celtic zodiac are birch, rowan, ash, alder, willow, hawthorn, oak, holly, hazel, vine, ivy, reed, and elder. In case you didn't know that, that's these trees. Here's the Egyptian zodiac. They have 12 signs: the Nile, Ammon-Ra, Mut, Geb, Osiris, Isis, Thoth, Horus, Anubis, Seth, Bastet, and Sekhmet. Cool picture to color. The Mayan zodiac. It's based on a calendar with 18 months and 5 nameless days with 19 corresponding signs. But the Mayans did not attribute specific characteristics to the signs. So you were born under a sign, but they didn't have separate characteristics. The Native American zodiac, or this also called the medicine wheel and the sacred hoop. The year is split into 4 sections or clans, and each section or clan is further divided into sections. So they're represented by an animal totems. There's goose, otter, wolf, hawk, beaver, deer, woodpecker, salmon, bear, and raven, snake, and owl. This would be beautiful to color. The Vedic zodiac, it's Indian astrology, Hindu, and it is 12 zodiac signs plus 27 nakshatras, which are constellations based on the movement of the moon. So these are beautiful, lots of fun to color. Each nakshatra has its own ruling deity, which plays a role in defining the characteristics of an individual. Sad for whoever gets to be the cow's butt. See the cow's butt? Someone is the cow's butt. I should not laugh. The sun. And then these are just some iconic images towards the end. The moon, because the moon is also heavily involved in astrological symbolism. The planets. I love that they're like fruit hanging from a tree in the sun. Oh, the person, yeah, that is really cool. There's a hand holding them up with vines and like a sunflower. And here is the astrologer who does your reading. Isn't that a cool hippie chick boho page? And then stargazing, a kitty looking at constellations. Isn't this a fun book? Isn't her artistry awesome? So I did 2 out of these. And like I said, she has a new book coming out, and I've seen a little bit of it. I've had some people send me flip throughs and stuff of it and finished pages because they know I like her. And it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get it. Astrology coloring. Astrology coloring. Anna Jaren. And I've done 2. Woohoo for me. Yay. Lovely book. Absolutely lovely book. Highly recommend it. Okay, let's do another one off. Let's do this one. This is Emily Shen's Wonderland. You can find it still in a lot of places, but especially on eBay for very cheap. People buy it because they love Emily Shen. The book is gorgeous, but it's a tough one to color. So let me find it here. I know I don't have any colored pages, but I'm working on one right now that I'll show you that I think I finally found a way to color this book. Wow, he's really snoring. What's it called? Wonderland. Wonder Woman. Wonderland. We are getting a lot of these done, aren't we? Wonder Woman. Oh, that's going to be in my head now. Wonderland, Emily Shin. And yeah, there's nothing done on it. Where's my black pen? Oh, I put the black pen away in the Thule art case. It's not a Thule art. It's a dumb Artix. Okay, so Wonderland, Emily Shin. All right, so the thing about this book is that there are big, everything's a double page, and there are big, big spaces. Like, what do you even color there? It's just it's just a giant window with a little tiny scene here. So this is so not something I would ever color. It's almost like it's just a lot of empty space. But then I got to thinking, well, I either needed to get rid of it because I recognized, like, I would color that. I probably would color this. But we get these big spaces, like I wouldn't color that. Maybe that one. And then it's just like, you know, it's just a lot of empty space. Sort of wallpaper, but I mean, this is kind of fun. Okay, that one's cool, but this is so, why are the pages so big if there's so little drawing on them? You know, there's just a lot of filler in this. Like, here they want me to draw some owls as friends for these owls. I'm never going to do that. I like that cat. I have marked this one to color before. I think it's cool, but who's going to color that? I mean, and then here's some more filler. It's just, there's not a lot in this book. Now they want you to draw cakes on these plates. Like, I'm never going to do that. Here's some cakes already done for you, but they want you to start drawing more. Now this page is cool. Again, there's way too much space. It doesn't need to be this big. It's a huge book. I don't get it. More filler. More filler. Like, I'm not going to draw butterflies. There's nothing to do here. Here's some butterflies to actually color, but they're not doing anything. They're just hanging in a big sky. Yeah, so I wouldn't color most of this. But then I got to thinking, these pages, now this is kind of neat. These pages could be altered. Oh, more junk, more junk. This is kind of fun. It's her growing big, but it's so big. So then I thought, well, it'd be great for collage. It'd be great for adding things to it because there's so much space to fill. It'd be great for paper piecing. Like, wouldn't it be fun to washi tape this wall? And actually, I thought about using washi and stuff for a lot of this for the textures. That's actually a cool page. And then junk, and then more junk, and more junk. And then something that, you know, I don't know why you'd color this. But what if I heavily altered this, took out this whole city and did something else here with the camera? I can't draw, but I can cut images out. And there's so many of this scene here, of like the city. And there's really hardly anything to color but big buildings. So you can see a lot of these on eBay for cheap if you're interested, because people get it and then they're like, I'm never going to color. Now, this starts out pretty cool and then it turns into wallpaper. But now this is my favorite page in here. The thing is filling with water. I don't know what Alice in Wonderland story this is, but here's some water and, you know, from her tears, I guess. And so she's floating in it. And you could do some fun stuff with this, even though it's big, but maybe paint or gouache. And the thing is they're not even single-sided. You know, just wallpaper, just a lot of filler stuff. There's not enough to do with the story. Here's another one that's pretty okay. There needs to be more done with the story. And then all of a sudden you have this Zen Doodly rabbit, which comes out of nowhere. and this overly busy clock. So let me show you what I did. So what I'm doing is I decided to make it that an alien is landing in town. I did color the rabbit that's running away. This whole page was just this block and this block. Again, there's like 3 or 4 spreads that are this. It's totally empty. So I'm making that, I'm going to have windows up here with aliens looking out. And I think I'm going to have the ship sucking up a cow. Because why not? And then I'm going to mostly just darken this, you know, make it more of a night scene. But I'm using paint because I'm using alcohol markers. That's what I'm using because I don't care about this chapter 1 thing. I'm using alcohol markers. This was paint, wasn't it? Yeah. And there will be a lot more paint over in here. But yeah, I'm making it that he's actually not running because he's late, but running from an alien that's landing in the city square. So we'll see. I might use this practice collage because I've been following several people who collage in coloring books, and it's really cool. But other than that, I'm really disappointed in this book. So I'm just going to I've been wanting a book that I can cut up and play with and, you know, experiment with mixed media. And I was looking through this the other day, thinking about getting rid of it. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is the book. There's big things I can cut out and, you know, insert backgrounds in, and I can do all kinds of things to that. So now I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how much I can change all the pages in here. Wonderland. Boy, that green really stands out. Emily Shin. And I just have that whip. Okay, so that's staying. Just because I'm gonna destroy it. And then we have this one off. Alessandra Fusi, Fantastic Worlds. Now, if I remember correctly, this is a pretty new book, and I don't think... yeah, I don't think it ever got entered. I think. I'll have to look through it. What's it called? Fantastic Worlds. Can't remember how new this book is. Fantastic Worlds. I'm much better with the gifts that people have given me than when I pick out books. Sometimes when I pick out books, they're not so great. Yeah, I don't think this one ever got in here. I think it's too new. I also think... no, this one's not a gift, is it? I didn't write it down that it was. This is a neat book. Now, this is Alessandra Fusi being awesome instead of being difficult. Like, she actually wants you to color in this book. Let me grab a pen. You know, she's the one that did Wanderlust, the mythographic Wanderlust that everybody hates. It's too busy. You can't see what's going on in there. But then she does this. And so now I'm looking forward to her upcoming mythographic that she's got coming out, which is, I think, she's got an upcoming one that I'm looking forward to, because this is absolutely delightful and completely colorable, isn't it? I mean, why didn't she do this all along? I don't know. That's fantastic. So this book is very, very cool. I highly recommend it. Fantastic Worlds coloring book. Great paper. It isn't double-sided. It's pretty good, though. And I am doing a page. Look at that. I mean, there is some great stuff in here. I think I've already done a flip through this when I got it, but I love this one. So you can find that. But fantastic, fantastic images. But the one I'm doing is this. It's double page. And it was supposed to be done at the end of July. This is July 29th, so I'm not going to make it, I don't think, unless I really work on it tomorrow. But it's a dragon lady. I don't quite have this left side done. This was a page I was doing when I first got these wonderful super golden markers from Julia. So there's a lot of that in here. A lot of bling of super golden markers. And then polychromos, because I also got that beautiful gift of polychromos. And so that's what she is colored in. And then everything else, the green, the body of the dragon is distress ink. Then there's some paint, some Tule Art paint pens in here, and the polychromos for her. And then the glittery stuff is the super golden markers. So I still have to do this side. Whew. But it's the only buddy I have left for July. I've even completed a couple for August. Like, I have done so many pages in July. So I don't have one finished in here yet, but we can write it in. I do really love this book. So much fun. Every single page, though, is a double page spread. So you have to be ready to do double pages, but I think they're fantastic. I think they're fantastic worlds. RRR. Fantastic Worlds, Alessandra Fusi. 1L. Alessandra Fusi. And hopefully, in a few days, I'll be able to chick, because I count double pages as 2 pages. I don't know why you wouldn't. They're 2 pages. 1, 2, right? So they're 2 pages. You didn't color 1 page just because they go together. You colored 2 pages. Through blood, sweat, and tears. Alrighty then. That's gonna stay close because I need to finish that one. All right, let's do one more one-off, another one-off. Let's do Dreamweaver. I am so sorry this is unavailable. Several of us are starting to love bomb Olivia Whitworth on her social medias, begging for her to somehow get this to come back. Or if she knows of a stash somewhere of these books, because we have so many people want them. I had no idea that they were not available like they were. I found it on Amazon, but it just so happened that that was a one-off. I thought that's where you find them. So if you're looking for this amazing book, and it is amazing, and it's double pages as well, keep checking Amazon, because every now and then one shows up for some reason. Check Amazons from different countries. Check eBay. I've never seen one yet, but I have a search saved for this on there. Check Vinted. Check that's never on Book Outlet or A-Books. But just check all of your places, look at Facebook Marketplace. Maybe someone doesn't know what they have and they're getting rid of it. But it is a phenomenal book. And I do have a flip through on my channel that you can go through and find it. This is a fairly new book, so it would be down here maybe. There's Dreamweaver. It says I've done 2. I got it in February of this year. So I just randomly opened Amazon and it was there. Speaking of books that are never around but are around, if you are looking for Mouse Guard, there's quite a few on eBay right now, and some of them are very affordable. And there's also, Mouse Guard. Okay, Dreamweaver. So where is the 2 that I have done? Oh, they're in the beginning. I started this book in the beginning, because it's a story, and I started it here. So this is her dreaming, and I used for the first time ever some chalk pastels back here, and I really like them. They're fixed. This is her dreaming. Well, she's starting to dream. She hasn't started dreaming yet. She's just sleeping in her room. And if you've watched the flip through or know anything about this book, it all has to do with her kitty cat. She starts a dream, and the cat jumps into it, and then her dream self goes into the dream and chases the cat through all these great adventures. So my idea was that I would start with the beginning and then go, but it takes her a bit to get into the dream. So she starts dreaming, she's tossing and turning, and I just haven't felt like painting her room again, like doing her room again, because I would make her room exactly the same. And then she's still in her room, and the dream's getting bigger, but now her room's only this big. So the next page I might do would be this one. I'm not ready to do one with a lot of her room again. But it's cool. I mean, there's her cat. Her cat is sort of just like looking at the dream here. But the cat actually jumps into the dream here. And there he goes into the dream. Into the boat. And then she just goes on. Then her dream self climbs in to chase the kitty, which I think is way up here in a boat now. The kitty's in every page. It's fun. It's really fun to find him. It's like a Where's Waldo. And then she's going after him. So this is a fantastic book. I cannot recommend it enough. It's got fantastic paper. It's got, you know, a normal-sized human being as the protagonist and their, you know, adorable kitty. You just can't find it anywhere. So if you want it, find Olivia Whitworth on Instagram and everywhere else and beg. Just tell her how wonderful she is and beg. That's what some of us are doing right now. I hope we can get it again. All right, so let's write this one in. Oh, I want to do it in one of these blues. It's a beautiful blue. How about this blue? Yeah, Dream Weaver. Now, if you search for it, there is a Dreamweaver mythographic, and that comes up all over the place. So you got to put Dreamweaver Olivia Whitworth to find it. Olivia Whitworth. And the mythographic Dreamweaver is plentiful, so it's really hard. If you just put Dreamweaver coloring book, you won't get this. Actually, why don't I hold up the ISBN? Because that's even easier to search for. You just write that in your Google search bar, and is that the ISBN, or did they cover the ISBN? Oh, I don't know. I think it's this one's the ISBN, the one that below. Because I got this on Amazon, but it came from, yeah, I think it was a third-party seller. And my post office bent it. Can you believe it? They bent it. Oh, I was livid. Okay. Let's do this one off since we have one more spot on our page. Let's do Hidden Wonders Atlantis. Okay, this is Fausto Bianchi. Fausto Bianchi also does Nightmare Cabaret, the mythographic, that really horrific one. So if you like that artwork, but you're like, I just can't do nails being drilled into eyeballs, he does this amazing book. I have nothing done in it. And it says seek and find, and that's because it does have some hidden objects. However, the hidden objects kind of go with the picture. In fact, I couldn't even tell they were hidden objects. I thought they were part of the page. And in the back, I think it shows you where they are, but they're pretty easy to hide if you want to hide them. This book, I'm going to bring it in just a teeny bit. This book is his signature masculine style with lots of, very graphic lines and, but again, that perspective that he always does where some things are up close and then things get far away. That's his style, to have perspective and very, just lots of bold, straight lines. I freaking love this book and I've done nothing in it. It's one-sided. It's the same sort of paper as Mythagoria's. It's not as thick as the new mythographics. It's about the same as like middle-aged mythographics, but if you have a Mythagoria, this is about the same. It might be a little bit thinner, but I think it could handle almost anything. That's a cool picture. Now, I am doing a buddy in this in August. Oh, my bookmark fell out. I got this at Book Outlet. I think you can still find it there. Is this by the same publishers that publish Mythographic? Castle Point Books? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So that's why it looks like a Mythographic. Same size, same paper. I'll show you the one I'm doing. The one I'm doing is with Poet Spice. Now, there's a lot of men in here. The nice thing about Fausto Bianchi is that he draws men. So, we don't often get to color men, and he draws a lot of them. And Poet Spice has Hot Guy Summer hashtag. And there's a lot of hot guys in here, you know. I think this was one of our options, but that's not the one we chose. We chose the guy riding a seahorse. Aren't these pictures great? They're almost steampunkish too. But just the line work he does, it's so him. I mean, you can, if you held this up next to Nightmare Cabaret, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's the same guy. And it's so signature him. I don't think there's anybody that draws like he does. So yeah, if you like Nightmare Cabaret, and I know a couple of you responded that you really did like that art style, I think you'd really like Atlantis. It's mostly like gearing up for war and going to war. She's awesome, isn't she? I love her. And warrioresses and warriors and warrior ships and very masculine. This is one we thought of for Hot Guy Summer. But then we decided, that's cool, huh? See, there's a lot of men in here with beards and stuff. And then there's really cool, strong women. There's none of that like sexy, you know, stuff. It's like strong warriors and warrioresses, and they're fighting. Like this guy's fighting. He has crab claws for hands. She's setting fish free. Now see, there's a lemon juicer. Okay, that shouldn't be there, but that would be so easy to make it look like the seaweed. I don't even really see there's some mermaids too, and a merman. I don't usually see the hidden objects because they're really easy to hide. Are these great? Wow. This is the guy we're going to do. Hot Guy Summer. The seahorse. Isn't that a cool seahorse too? Like he has octopus tentacles for the bottom half of him, hanging on to this seahorse creature. And there's a warrioress back here. And there's, you know, lots of sharks. And it's just a really cool book. And I just haven't gotten into it. So let me put that bookmark here. That's what I'm doing in August. If anybody has this book and wants to join us, that'd be fun. Let me know. Any of the pages that I'm showing you that I'm doing for August, let me know if you want to do it with me. So let's write that one in. I know I have that one in here because I've had it for a while. I just, there it is, Atlantis. Black. All right. Atlantis, Fausto, Bianchi, and I've done none. All right, I'm going to pause here. I may come back because I need to rest my legs, and I may come back and do another double page with you, if that's all right. I'll see how long this is. If not, it'll be a separate video. But we're doing well, aren't we? It's looking really nice. I love the colors and the stickers, and it's just fun to look at. That one's neat. Yeah, this is fun to look at. And I love that I'm getting my books in and the count right. So it feels good. It feels good to organize. It definitely does. Okay. All right. I will see you either in just a second, or if this is the end of the video, I'm glad you're here. And I love you.